Today I'm going to talk about how to lose weight, what does that all mean, and some options of maybe where to start. Because some people are like, nutrition is so confusing, I don't know where to start. There's this option and this diet, and there's so many things out there, and it's very confusing. Yes, I agree, 100% agree. It's confusing because you have all these different buzzwords out there: low fat, no sodium, sugar-free, no additives, organic, natural. It's confusing because they try to trick you. Well, let's start with the basics right now. The basics that you guys need to know. So in other lectures, I've talked about what a carb is, why do you need carbs, what protein is, why do you need protein, and what fat is and why do you need fat. And then we went through options that are good for your body and options that are not so healthy for your body. Well, now let's talk about, what does this mean, calories in, calories out business? Well, what this means is if you want to stay exactly where you're at with your body weight. Again, we're not talking about exercise right now, okay? Major component, yes, which is good, but that's not something we're going to mention right now. You would have to consume the same amount of calories in your body per day and burn off the same amount of calories every day to maintain where you're at. That's just what it is. Now, if you have a surplus of calories in, meaning you're eating a bunch of calories, and you don't exercise that off or move it off or burn it off, yes, that will turn into unwanted fat. Now, there's a lot that goes into play here. Size goes into play, activity level goes into play, stress plays a role, age plays a role, gender plays a role. All that does play a big role. But we're not going to talk about that right now. We want to go basic. Basic here. Calories in, calories out. How does that work? Okay, so what are calories? Calories basically are, it's a number that's given to food based off of the amount of heat or the amount of energy needed to burn it off. And fat, protein, and carbs all have different numbers. Well, carbs and protein are the same. So if you have 1 gram of a protein, it's going to take you 4 kilocalories to burn it off. Okay, does that make sense? Same thing with a carb. 4, so you're going to have 4 kilocalories for carbs, 4 kilocalories for protein for 1 gram. Fat's a little bit different. Fat's actually 9 kilocalories it's going to take to burn off 1 gram. So when you see a nutritional label and you see that information on there, it's basically telling you the amount of carbs in it, but if you look at the breakdown, it's telling you where that's coming from. Is it coming from fat, protein, or carbs? Now, doesn't necessarily mean one is better than the other, because yes, there's super good fats and there's super good protein and there's super good carbs, but there's also a lot of junky carbs, a lot of junky fat out there. So if we think of that, now let's think about what we're consuming in our day. So some people are like, I don't even eat that much. I don't know why I'm not losing weight. Well, what are you actually eating? So let's start in the morning. Breakfast. So many people right now are with the coffee, drinks, donuts, stuff like that. No joke. I had to go drive this morning somewhere and I drove by Dunkin' Donuts and there was a line like a block and a half long in Dunkin' Donuts. And I guarantee there was a very small percentage that are getting black coffee. Black coffee, not bad for you, okay? Unless it's like synthetically made and there's chemicals in it, but it's not going to harm your body that much, right? And same thing with Starbucks. The line was massive, but then so many people say, I don't have enough money or time to eat healthy. Well, let me show you guys how you can. Because when you're eating that or drinking that product in the morning, that cappuccino, latte, frappe, mocha, whatever it is, you are consuming probably way more calories than you think. So step number 1, figure out what you're eating or what you're putting in your mouth or drinking. So to do that, I like to use, you can Google it from that restaurant. They legally have to post it. So you can Google Dunkin' Donuts, say what you got, and we'll post it on there. Otherwise, if you want to start keeping track of what you're putting in your body, use the app MyFitnessPal. I like that app because there's a lot of different products already in it where you just type the name of it in and it will show you what's in it. That is going to be a good place to start, because you're going to be surprised at what you're consuming in the morning might already be 600 calories. Meaning that you're going to have to burn that off in order to maintain where you're at. And then if you want to lose weight, you have to be at a calorie deficit. meaning that the calories you put in have to be less than what you're burning off. So now here's an example. 150-pound individual, just general, 150-pound individual eats 140 calories. It will take that person 2 hours at a resting metabolism. That means laying down, not doing anything. It will take 2 hours to burn 140 calories off. Now, if that person is moving, doing moderate to intense activity for 11 minutes, so 11 minutes, they will burn off that 140 calorie option that they have. Another thing to think about when it comes to beverages, maybe you are an energy drink person. Maybe you are a Gatorade, a Powerade person, and you did a workout and now you go drink a product afterwards. Look at how many calories you burned off, and then look at how many calories you just put back in. Yeah, you probably got some muscular strength, you helped your heart, which is great, all good stuff. But if you're looking at the weight component of it, doesn't make sense to add that other product in. It might not. So now, last thing before we shut this little video off is, what are some products you can add in that have limited amount of calories, very good for your body because they have vitamins and minerals to help set you up for success, but don't cost very much. I just went to the store yesterday, got a few items. I have these in my house right now. No, I'm not representing any of these companies. This is what I have at my house. So cucumbers, 88 cents. Peel the top of it off, okay? So it's not as bitter, 88 cents. Then since you're peeling stuff, I have this 2-pound bag of long carrots. It was $1.29, super cheap. Peel it off. You can peel all these items, have them ready for snacks, for multiple snacks. If you peel this whole bag, you, your friends, your roommates, significant others, whoever, the neighbor, I don't care, give them a snack. We'll have snacks for a week because there's a lot in here. It will take you 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to tell you 10 just because you might be a first-time peeler and it might take you forever. But for me, this would take me like 5 minutes. Cut it all up, ready to go for the week. Set it aside. Another option that you guys can do, let's go into some other fruits here. I got a bunch of stuff. Cuties. Well, these are actually just clementines. These are halos. I got these for $6.99. They weren't even on sale. This whole thing is going to feed me and my kiddos a lot of different snacks, and it's not that many calories. They taste good because they're sweet and might help your sweet tooth, and it's going to provide me with energy. Some other items, I got a whole bag of apples that was $5. Now, if you guys think, okay, this is expensive for $5 for apples, how much did you spend on your coffee drink this morning? How much did you spend when you just went to go get a cocktail, if you're 21 or older, that you went to the bar and you had a drink? Probably more than $5. And look how many apples, and I already had one I cut out for my kiddos and I already had one. So this is gonna last us a while. So don't think about paying this massive grocery bill of like $20 to $30 at one time is so expensive, when if you add up all your purchases at the coffee shops, at the places that you go to later on in the evening, those add up way more expensive than going to the grocery store. Let's talk about a few other items, a few other products. Another product that I like is Chobani yogurt. The reason I like this one, it's a Greek yogurt, is 11 grams of protein, and there usually is one type that's on sale, so it's $1, which is awesome. They make a Chobani Complete. It's actually blue. That's one of my favorite ones just because it doesn't have as much sugar in it, which means reduced calories and more protein. So when you have an excess amount of protein and you don't burn it off, it's not converted to fat. But if you have an excess amount of carbs in your body, they're going to convert to the unwanted body fat. So sugar is a carb. Think about how much sugar you're consuming. So this in general, there are some options for you guys. So start right now figuring out, what are you putting in your body? What are you drinking? Use that app if you want to help figure out, where am I at? Then figure out, all right, how much movement am I doing per day? Do I need to add a little bit more movement? Or should I flip out some of my products and maybe start adding in some of these, okay? Some of these that are not that expensive. Some of these products that are gonna give you the vitamins and minerals and help set your body up for success mentally, physically, you're gonna sleep better, you're gonna feel better, you're not gonna be like all like a lump. Yes, toxicity, chemicals, stress, all that take a big role in nutrition, in gut health, all that. But we won't touch on that right now. I want you guys to start with the basics. Start with this information. Then you can always add in all the other information about some better products, how to detox your body, stuff like that. Ask me any questions that you guys have. Have a great day. See you later.